What we learn from 2025. Introduction. Life does not change through motivation alone. It changes through structure, repetition, and correct direction. The year 2025 teaches one clear truth. Progress comes from disciplined daily actions, not from waiting, wishing, or depending on others. Many people fail not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they lack a system to guide their behavior. This guide is written to provide that system. The lessons in this book are not theories or emotional advice. They are practical principles designed to be applied immediately, starting from one single day. Each lesson focuses on transforming small, manageable actions into permanent habits. You will not be asked to change your entire life at once. Instead, you will learn how consistent microactions reshape thinking, discipline, health, communication, and self-belief over time. This guide assumes one responsibility clearly: no one is coming to save you. Growth depends on your choices, your effort, and your willingness to act even when conditions are imperfect. Age, background, failures, and circumstances are not barriers, they are starting points. Each lesson explains how to begin small, how to continue when motivation fades, and how repetition creates identity. The aim is not perfection, but alignment, aligning your daily actions with the life you want to build. Follow the lessons sequentially. Do not rush. Do not skip fundamentals. If practiced consistently, these principles will not only change habits, but also change how you think, decide, and live. Lesson 1. Do not trust words, observe actions. Trust should never be built on statements alone. People often speak with good intentions, but behavior reveals true priorities. Learning to judge actions instead of words protects your time, energy, and emotional stability. Day 1. How to start. Begin by observing, not confronting. For one day, listen carefully to what people promise and silently note what they actually do. Do not react. Do not explain. Observation is your first discipline. Small action practice. Write down one promise you hear. Observe the follow-through over the next 24 to 72 hours. Compare words with actions. Example. A person says, "I'll help you grow," but they never show up, never check progress, and never support consistency. The lesson is not to hate them, but to stop relying on them. Building the habit. After 1 week of observation, you naturally stop expecting from unreliable sources. Your decisions become calmer. You invest energy only where effort exists. Long-term result. This habit builds emotional independence. You stop feeling disappointed, because expectations are based on evidence, not hope. Trust becomes earned, not assumed. Lesson 2. Never wait for the perfect time. Perfect timing is an illusion. Waiting delays growth and increases fear. Action creates clarity, not the other way around. Day 1. How to start. Choose one task you have been delaying. Reduce it to a 5-minute version. Begin immediately. Small action practice. Write one sentence instead of a page. Walk 5 minutes instead of exercising fully. Learn one word instead of a lesson. Example. Someone wants to start learning English but waits for confidence. Instead, they learn 5 words today. Confidence follows action, not planning. Building the habit. Daily imperfect action trains your brain to move forward without approval or readiness. After 14 to 21 days, starting feels normal. Long-term result. You become execution-focused. Life speed increases. Opportunities appear because you move, not because you wait. Lesson 3. Learn English 15 minutes every day. Language is leverage. English increases access to knowledge, income, and communication. Consistency matters more than intensity. Day 1. How to start. Set a fixed 15-minute time. No extension. No reduction. Learn 5 words or watch a short clip with subtitles. Small action practice. 5 new words daily. 1 short paragraph reading. 1 minute speaking aloud. Example. Instead of studying grammar deeply, you learn how to introduce yourself clearly. Practical use builds confidence faster. Building the habit. After 30 days, English becomes part of your routine. Resistance reduces because time commitment is small. Long-term result. Within 1 year, basic fluency develops. This habit improves thinking clarity, communication power, and career potential. Lesson 4. Do 15 minutes of physical work daily. Physical movement is not optional, it is foundational. The body influences the mind more than motivation ever will. Energy, discipline, and emotional control are products of physical activity, not thinking. Day 1. How to start. Commit to only 15 minutes. Do not plan workouts. Do not aim for transformation. Simply move your body intentionally for 15 minutes, walking, stretching, basic exercises. Small action practice. Walk continuously for 15 minutes. Do basic push-ups, squats, or stretching. Clean your room actively without sitting. Example. A person who feels lazy waits for motivation. Instead, they walk for 15 minutes daily. Within days, energy improves without effort. Building the habit. Because the duration is short, resistance remains low. After 21 days, the body expects movement. Skipping feels uncomfortable. Long-term result. This habit improves discipline, confidence, sleep quality, and emotional stability. Physical work becomes identity, not effort. Lesson 5. Learn how to talk to people. Communication is not talent, it is skill. Most failures in life come from inability to express thoughts clearly, confidently, and respectfully. Day 1. How to start. Begin by listening more than speaking. Focus on clarity, not impressing. Small action practice. Speak 1 clear sentence instead of long explanations. Maintain eye contact for a few seconds. Ask simple, direct questions. Example. Instead of saying many unclear words, say, I need help with this task. Clear speech builds respect. Building the habit. Daily small interactions train confidence. Wit. Within weeks, hesitation reduces naturally. Long-term result. You gain influence, respect, and emotional control. Communication becomes a tool, not a fear. Lesson 6. Use isolation to reset your direction. Isolation is not loneliness, it is strategic withdrawal. Growth requires periods without noise, comparison, and external opinions. Day 1. How to start. Reduce unnecessary interaction. Limit social media. Spend time alone with thought and planning. Small action practice. 1 hour daily without phone. Write thoughts without sharing. Walk alone regularly. Example. Someone overwhelmed by opinions isolates for 2 months. Clarity returns. Direction becomes clear. Building the habit. Silence becomes comfortable. Dependence on validation decreases. Long-term result. One period of isolation can reshape an entire year by improving focus and self-trust. Lesson 7. Do not believe you are getting old. Age is not a stopping signal. Belief about age limits growth more than time itself. Day 1. How to start. Remove age-based language from thinking. Replace too late with starting now. Small action practice. Learn something new regardless of age. Start a habit you avoided due to fear. Observe older successful people. Example. A person begins learning a skill at 30. Progress comes because effort matters more than age. Building the habit. As results appear, age-based fear dissolves. Long-term result. You become growth-oriented, not time-focused. Learning continues throughout life. Lesson 8. Do not aim for perfection, start as you are. Perfection is a delay mechanism. It creates hesitation, fear of judgment, and inaction. Progress requires starting in an unfinished, imperfect state. Day 1. How to start. Begin with incomplete readiness. Use what you know. Use what you have. Accept visible imperfection. Small action practice. Share work before it feels ready. Start learning without full understanding. Accept mistakes without explanation. Example. A person waits to become confident before starting. Another starts while confused. The second progresses, the first remains stuck. Building the habit. Repeated imperfect action trains resilience. Fear of judgment reduces after exposure. Long-term result. You become execution-focused. Growth replaces self-doubt. Progress accelerates. Lesson 9. Step outside for 6 to 12 months to understand life. Staying in one environment limits perspective. Exposure builds awareness, adaptability, and maturity. Day 1. How to start. Change routine slightly. Visit unfamiliar places. Observe different lifestyles. Small action practice. Travel locally. Work or study in new environments. Interact with unfamiliar people. Example. Someone leaves comfort for months. They return stronger, clearer, and independent. Building the habit. Discomfort becomes tolerable. Curiosity replaces fear. Long-term result. You gain life awareness. Decision-making improves through experience. Lesson 10. Reduce sugar consumption. Excess sugar damages energy, focus, and health. Control of diet equals control of behavior. Day 1. How to start. Remove one sugary item. Do not eliminate everything at once. Small action practice. Replace sugary drinks with water. Limit sweets to specific days. Read food labels. Example. A person reduces sugar gradually. Energy stabilizes within weeks. Building the habit. Taste adapts. Cravings reduce naturally. Long-term result. Better focus, mood stability, and physical health develop. Lesson 11. Eat intentionally, not emotionally. Food is fuel, not escape. Eating with awareness improves health and discipline. Day 1. How to start. Observe what you eat. No judgment. Awareness first. Small action practice. Eat without distractions. Stop when full. Choose simple foods. Example. Mindful eating prevents overeating without force. Building the habit. Body signals become clear. Control improves. Long-term result. Balanced health and discipline strengthen decision-making. Lesson 12. Learn one new skill, dance, singing, or any creative skill. Learning a skill strengthens confidence, patience, and self-respect. Skill building trains the brain to accept slow progress and delayed results. Day 1. How to start. Choose one skill only. Do not aim to master it. Commit to 10 to 20 minutes of practice. Small action practice. Learn one basic move, note, or step. Watch one tutorial and repeat once. Practice privately without judgment. Example. A person starts dancing alone for 10 minutes daily. After 1 month, body confidence increases. Building the habit. Consistency creates rhythm. Skill practice becomes routine, not effort. Long-term result. Self-expression improves. Confidence grows through competence. Lesson 13. Post only once daily on social media. Overposting creates burnout and reduces quality. Discipline creates consistency and clarity. Day 1. How to start. Decide one posting time. Prepare content beforehand. Small action practice. 1 post per day. No impulsive posting. Review performance weekly. Example. An influencer posting once daily grows steadily without stress. Building the habit. Posting becomes intentional, not emotional. Long-term result. Audience trust increases. Mental health stabilizes. Lesson 14. Wake up early or leave the room immediately. Morning discipline sets daily direction. Movement breaks mental resistance. Day 1. How to start. As soon as you wake, leave the bed. Physical movement prevents delay. Small action practice. Wash face immediately. Step outside or stretch. Avoid phone for first 15 minutes. Example. Leaving the room prevents returning to sleep. Building the habit. Morning resistance fades within weeks. Long-term result. Productivity and control increase. Lesson 15. Accept lifelong learning and challenges. Life does not follow a fixed learning timeline. Growth continues indefinitely. Day 1. How to start. Adopt a learner's mindset. Accept confusion. Small action practice. Learn one new idea daily. Ask questions. Reflect weekly. Example. A learner adapts faster than someone seeking certainty. Building the habit. Curiosity replaces fear. Long-term result. You stay adaptable and relevant throughout life. Lesson 16. Rest when exhausted without guilt. Rest is not weakness. It is a strategic requirement for sustainability. Ignoring exhaustion leads to burnout, poor decisions, and loss of discipline. Day 1. How to start. Identify physical or mental fatigue honestly. Do not escape. Pause intentionally. Small action practice. Sleep earlier when tired. Take short naps, 20 to 30 minutes. Reduce workload temporarily. Example: a disciplined person rests when energy drops instead of forcing productivity. Performance improves the next day. Building the habit. You learn to separate laziness from exhaustion. Recovery becomes intentional. Long-term result. Energy stabilizes. Burnout reduces. Discipline becomes sustainable. Lesson 17. Take breaks to reset focus. Continuous effort without breaks reduces efficiency. Strategic pauses improve clarity and output. Day 1. How to start. Schedule 1 break daily. No screens. No stimulation. Small action practice. Walk without phone. Sit silently for 5 minutes. Stretch between tasks. Example: a short break restores focus better than forced concentration. Building the habit. Breaks become part of productivity, not avoidance. Long-term result. Focus deepens. Mental fatigue decreases. Lesson 18. Take full responsibility. No one is coming to push you. Waiting for support delays change. Responsibility creates momentum. Day 1. How to start. Stop blaming circumstances. Identify one action you control today. Small action practice. Make one decision without approval. Act without announcing plans. Track your own progress. Example: a person stops waiting for motivation and starts acting. Results follow. Results follow. Building the habit. Self-reliance strengthens daily. Long-term result. Confidence increases. Dependence disappears. Lesson 19. Change habits through short challenges, 7 to 30 days. Habits do not require years. Focused challenges create momentum. Day 1. How to start. Choose one habit only. Commit for 7 days. Small action practice. One habit. One measurable action. Daily tracking. Example: a 30-day learning challenge builds long-term consistency. Building the habit. Repetition reduces resistance. Long-term result. Habits become identity. Lesson 20. Focus on one change at a time and stay connected to family. Multitasking growth leads to failure. Support systems sustain resilience. Day 1. How to start. Choose one priority habit. Spend time with family intentionally. Small action practice. 21-day focus on one change. Share time, not problems. Observe family support. Example: family presence stabilizes emotions during difficult phases. Building the habit. Focus sharpens. Emotional balance improves. Long-term result. Growth becomes stable, joyful, and grounded. Final note. These 20 lessons are not ideas, they are instructions. Apply them sequentially. Start small. Repeat daily. Allow time to work. If you want next, a compiled book-style version, a daily action checklist, or a 30 to 90-day execution plan, tell me how you want to use this guide.